Hi, I'm Barry Randall. I'm the owner of the Garden Design Company. We're the only nationwide design and build landscaping company for homeowners looking to totally transform their gardens and driveways. Now, through our YouTube channel, we're sharing all the best tips, insights and advice any homeowner will ever need to ensure a professional service from a local contractor. On this video, I want to talk to you about how much. Now, they're the two words every homeowner thinks when they receive the price for their dream garden. In fact, it's what we think when we receive a price for anything. That's just the way that we react. But why does it cost so much to build a garden, and where do all the costs go? So let me explain in this video. Now, I'd say it's an investment rather than a cost. That's the first thing to get across, because if you get this right, it is completely an investment. And I've seen stats that say it adds 10 to 15% on your home if you get a good garden design. So on average, a garden or a landscape will remove and replace almost 50 tons of material, and that's for a small to average garden. So that's 50 tons of dug out, taken out, and then 50 tons brought back in. Once the paving and all the surfacing products go down, it's also difficult to correct any mistakes. So the groundwork has to be done to perfection. That's where a big chunk of the investment is going to go in getting the groundwork and the foundations right. There also needs to be a budget in place for aftercare. And again, the best example, I think I've used this before, is that you don't buy a brand new BMW and then go on the motorway without breakdown cover. So you've got to make sure that you've got some budget left for aftercare. That's really important as well. The products that you choose as well determine the longevity of the garden. You can go cheap in the beginning, but it kind of comes back to haunt you in the end. So always investing a little bit more on the better products at the beginning it's the same to lay these things as it is to if they're cheap or expensive, so go expensive. And if you're going to invest in the right products, then you've obviously got to invest in the right skills and labour. And good labour doesn't come cheap. Again, if you buy expensive products and cheap labour, it's going to fall apart. If you buy cheap products and good labour, it's going to fall apart. So typically the investment in your garden is, I'm going to say 50% in the ground, 30% on products, features and plants, and then 20% on the labour that you'll invest to have the garden constructed. So look, everyone's going to have their own pricing structures, or certainly a different pricing structure, which is why it's so important for you to do your research. I'm sure you'll find the landscaper with the right pricing model for you. So I wish you the best of luck getting your garden designed and built. If you like the videos, I want you to like, comment and subscribe to the channel, because the more engagement we get, the more the channel grows and the better the content we can create.